So the last couple of years, I haven't really utilized VR to my fullest when it comes to like doing my top 10 anime list and stuff of the years. So this year, I'm utilizing the VR to go to worlds that are themed or built off of the anime that I'm talking about, if it exists. And yeah, so I'm going to talk about my top 10, try to keep it as less spoily as I can, and just talk about some of the favorite things I watched this year that I think you should go watch. I think it's worth it. Also, like, this is one of the coolest things about VR. I'm in a Ghibli world. I'm probably saying that wrong, but like, this guy, you got the him right up there. You got the moving castle. Like, you got, like, just cool world. So yeah, I'm gonna utilize this to kind of talk about anime. Starting off with number 10, to use the power of anime that is on my side and VR. I'm standing in the realm of RWBY, and that's where number 10 starts on this list of this year. I didn't watch much this year because I did burn my stuff out early in the year, and then I watched volumes 1 through 6 of RWBY, which are fantastic. If you don't think they're anime, don't care, my list, get over it. And I watched a lot of One Piece this year. So, obviously that big season, I'm only like a third of the way through or a quarter of the way through or something like that. But this is about RWBY. Fantastic show. I don't know what people talk about a fall off or anything. I think you guys are just haters, or it's just not your thing, which is cool, because for me, the early writing that teases something that doesn't happen until like volumes 5, 6, 7, 8, the latest volume, like, everything was just so good. The character development is one of the best in a show I've ever seen. And I'm gonna, like, this is one of my top 5 all-time shows. I only put it at 10 because it is a rewatch and stuff. So, but I mean, hey, RWBY, just the characters are great. The character development is great. The side characters are great. The music's great. The setting's great. The world building's great. You get little spin-off series like RWBY Chibi and stuff like that. You get the video games, which I've played and stuff like that. So, in my opinion, one of the better supported, like, anime slash show kind of thing with games and stuff like that. So, hey, I know everything ain't everybody's cup of tea, but RWBY will always be one of my all-time personal favorites in my top 5 list, period. At number 9, we go with another personal favorite of mine. One that I put up there with, like, Clannad's probably my personal favorite of the, like, romance, sad kind of animes. But, like, My Lie in April, number 9, because it's, like, a more modern, I guess you could say, version of Clannad. And it's just, the whole series was a roller coaster. You think she's getting better, she's not. She's getting better, not. And then the, like, final, like, my God, that was, like, heartbreaking. So this is one that not for the faint of heart, not for those that don't want to be traumatized, because it's going to traumatize you. It's going to hit, the bad feelings. You're gonna, unless you're inhuman, you're probably going to cry. It's a very emotional anime, very, hits the heart. But I mean, it's got great music, again, great characters. The story is one of the best in anime. It's in my top 10 all-time list. I'm only putting it at 9 because it is, again, another rewatch. So because I rewatched a lot of stuff instead of watching a lot of new things, I'm kind of like sliding it down at the bottom of the list, just kind of like make it for it. Because a lot of things I watched this year, it didn't hit, because probably because I was forcing myself to watch it, and I'm more of I watch whatever genre I feel like, and I was trying to do like a little series thing around what I was watching, and I was forcing myself to watch things that I wasn't in the mood at the time for. So, maybe I'll get into some, I want to make more anime content, so it's something I'll do probably, because, I want to talk more about like great animes like this, and I can make, some things that don't force me to watch certain ones. But yeah, this is number 9 because I'm starting to ramble. At number 8, it's technically a rewatch, but I'm going to be real. When I rewatched this year, I realized the last time I watched it was like 20-something years ago. And I realized I didn't really remember much of anything of this. I just remember I enjoyed it when I was younger, but it's a lot deeper than what I remember when I was younger. But I mean, the dynamic between the main three characters was pretty great. The like conflicting personalities and stuff for such a group that shouldn't have probably worked together, but it worked. The opening is one of my all-time favorite anime openings. It's so simple but so good. And I'm like obsessed with the old, like I forget the era, the old Japanese era of this, like that this anime set in, and like Rurouni Kenshin and stuff like that. Like I love that like era's aesthetic. It's got a really nice aesthetic to it. Probably because nowadays aesthetic is so boring, but that's for another time. But yeah, this anime was fantastic. You get good fights, just perfect moments for like each of the characters, and like the slow bond between the three main characters over the time. You know, it's like it feels like a well-paced bond versus like they're working together, so now they became friends all of a sudden. It's like a very slow, like gradual build and stuff. So it's nice. Like it's well written, well done, and just, you know, one of my favorite eras of history. At number 7, we go with the music one. Carol and Tuesday. I couldn't find a Carol and Tuesday world, so I kind of just went to like a generic anime world and found Lapras. So I was like, Lapras will be my video buddy. So Carol and Tuesday is a music anime about two girls run into each other and become good friends and stuff. I still haven't watched the second season, so it's all off of season 1. The music is just top notch. It is like good stuff. Where even my stepmom, who wasn't a huge anime fan, when I was watching it, she would be like, "Wow, this music is like really good, and the show's pretty good." Like from when she would sit there and watch while, like kind of watching just little bits in here and there. So it's one of those like really good, like just different animes. And I feel like a lot of people haven't watched it, and it's well worth the watch if you like. One, if you're a music fan. Two, if you like those like, I wouldn't say heartwarming, just more like relaxing, chill kind of animes when you need just like to decompress and stuff. Like this is one of those perfect animes. It's got some drama in it. It's got some, you know, competition and stuff between the main characters and another character. But I always don't want to try to spoil too much because I want people to go watch the show because it's well worth it. But yeah, number 7. I'm not gonna ramble for too long. Carol and the Tuesday. At number 6, we get again only season 1 because I still haven't watched the new season that just aired. But then the first opening, the only thing I've seen of the second season is the second opening. It's good, like it's pretty good. But I don't know. It just, maybe because I loved the first one so much, it affected the second one. Maybe it'll be like one of those situations where in like a couple years I'll warm up more to 2, the second season's opening. But because the first one season's opening was just perfection. It's literal perfection. So catchy, so good. The show itself is really good and just crazy. Like another one that's not for everybody because it gets a little weird at times. But I've watched so much anime that nothing really surprises me anymore. So, you know, something a little crazy over the top is always a little interesting. Because I know I know a little bit of spoiler for the second season between the main characters, but I'm gonna watch that. So that will probably be next year's top 10 when I watch it next year. But yeah, I mean, this is a fantastic anime to watch. So go watch. For number 5, I had to go with another generic world because this is probably way obscure anime that most people will not watch or have seen. But it's called, I believe it's With You in the Rain, right? That's what I have on my list. Yes, With You in the Rain. And so what it is lady finds what she pretends to be a dog or thinks is a dog. I don't know that whole dynamic yet. She calls it a dog and is like, man, this is a weird dog, even though it's clearly a tanuki. But A few other people realize it, and there's like one of my favorite scenes, and it comes in like the first episode, I think, or the second episode. I can't remember. There's a clip of it on YouTube if you want to look it up from Crunchyroll. It's first trip to the vet. I'm gonna spoil this one part because it's like the whole like it tells a lot about the whole series. So she takes it to vet to get it checked out for shots and stuff like that, and the like vet's like, this isn't a dog. This is the and like it pulls out a notebook, writes on it like I'm a dog, please or something like begging the vet. They're like, I'm a dog. I'm a dog. And the vet's like, he's very healthy. And then when the I forgot the Snooki can write on a notebook because it has the ability to and communicate with people. So it communicates with the main character and anybody she comes into contact with and stuff like that. It's just a weird, cute little like her raising this Tanuki as her like pet dog, even though it's not a dog. And it's just got great like little wholesome moments to it. It's always nice to have that nice detox like from reality, kind of just zone out, watch little humble anime. But when it's leaving the vet, I forgot this part, it like writes on the thing, love you guys but never coming back. it's funny, it's cute, it's harmless, like I love it. It's a well worth a watch. At number 4, we got Princess Mononoke. I finally watched it. Had a friend was like, I told them I hadn't watched it. They're like, we're watching it right now, and we watched it right now. So, boom, it's off my list. Finally, it's one of the few I hadn't seen from the studio. So, and it was exactly what I expected. Another masterpiece. Like the movies from this studio are just unstoppable. Oh, bye Kiki. They're on a different level. They are just such a joy to watch, a charm to watch. And no matter whether it's the old ones, the obscure ones, or the newer ones, they all just hit the same. They're all just like one of those, they just hit different kind of movies. And this is another one of those, like, just go watch it. Or just watch anything from the studio. Like, they're just the best. It's plain and simple. At number 3, we have something that brought me to the movie theaters for the first time in like years. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Zoom out. Look at that. Boom, the Infinity Castle. I went and watched the movie in theaters. It was well worth it. Like, God, I can't wait for the other 2 movies. Like, it's going to be heartbreak, epic fights, and genuinely a great time. Like, I need to rewatch this movie because it was that good, but definitely was excited that I went to the movie theater, and I will be going to the theaters for each of the next ones up till the finale. And not ready for the losses we're going to take, but we salute the heroes who have fallen for us. But people hate on this just because it's popular to hate on it, I guess, because they're different, because they're on the it's terrible and awful. Blah, blah, blah. I do get the series has a slow start, but honestly, it's a great slow start that properly builds versus he's just OP overnight and he's not even OP like by where we're at now. So it's like it's everything. Like people normally complain animes rush too fast. I feel like this one has great pacing, great building of the characters and stuff, and you know, sadly, we're nearing the end. We only have 2 more movies left. Can't wait. At number 2 for the year, I go with an anime that I feel like rivals, at least for me, the level of what Frieren was. Like, these are like probably the 2 best animes I've watched in the last 5 years or so. It's just, it was just different. That's why I meant like the little like pharmacy like thing. 'Cause it's not really a pharmacy thing, but you know, Mao is just an interesting character, and then the main guy, they're dynamic and stuff like that. So, you know, just one of those different animes that I haven't seen anything like it, at least to the level of like where it's going and what it's doing. It's got such a different feel and vibe to it. Its animation style is amazing and beautiful. Like its art style is great. So it's just it's just an all around watch. I put it up there with Frieren, like 1, 2, Frieren 1, It 2, in the last couple years of being just like some of the best new animes. So, say what you will, is up there for me. So, obviously, number one, I mentioned it earlier in the list. I watched, I think it was almost 200 episodes of One Piece this year, and I want to watch way more next year. I made it through Water 7, Inez Lobby. I know I'm butchering that. My friend got so mad at me how many times I butchered that, but like every arc I watch, it gets better and better. Like I thought Skypiea was my favorite, and then now there's this one. So it's like, you know, and then my friends, both like two of my friends are like, oh, the next arc coming up is the best. So I'm super excited. I think it's Thriller Bark, right? I think that's what it's called. If not, yeah. I mean, this combines two of my favorite things: anime that I've always loved, and I've always had a love for pirates and stuff. So it's great watching the adventure between this crew. The crew is fantastic. The characters are fantastic. The villains are great, and you know, I don't get the hate it gets. And like, again, if it's not your thing, it's cool. But I think some people just hate just to hate because they want the attention from it. So, I mean, this thing gives you everything you want: attachment to the characters, great story, stuff. And I think it just keeps getting better and better. And that's why when people are like, "Well, why do fans say it gets better and better?" Well, it gets better at this arc or whatever. Because it's like, I love Fairy Tail, but I will agree that like after watching later Fairy Tail, the early Fairy Tail just doesn't hit the same to me, because it got better and better. So I think that's kind of the same deal here, is it just continues to get better and better and better somehow, despite, you know, hundreds of episodes. I'm only like a quarter of the way in, and I'm so excited for the next, you know, set of episodes. So at number one is One Piece, baby. So that is the top 10 list of what I watched this year, what I recommend you go watch. If you don't want to watch One Piece, I get it. It is a really long series, but it's really worth it. To the point I'm at 325, I believe, somewhere around there. I'd have to look at my Crunchyroll to see what episode I'm on, but it's like 325 or something like that. And it's well worth the watch. It's fantastic. I know I already said that. So, but yeah, other than that, the rest are all pretty short and pretty good. I still got to watch season 2 of a lot of those shows, so I'm excited to watch season 2 of a lot of those. And yeah, like I said, I want to probably make more anime content coming your way in 2026. And thank you. Like, I mean, genuinely, 2025 is the best year for my channel and stuff, and it's thanks to people watching like you guys. So I want to do a lot more. I have a lot of ideas and plans and stuff like that. I just gotta get people to do them and stuff. So look out, because there's some bigger stuff coming than just me playing games. And I promise, a lot of the stuff's gonna be like top tier content when we get to it. It's just a matter of getting the people and getting it into like motion and stuff like that. So again, thank you for a crazy 2025, and here's to solid 2026. Where, you know, also join the Discord, come be friends. You know, we're a supportive bunch, and you know, we want to help everybody. You know, because no year's gonna be perfect, but we can help each other. You know, lift each other up to have the best year we can have, along with the fumbles we have. So remember that. And if ever you doubt yourself, remember one of my favorite anime quotes. If you don't believe in yourself, that's fine. Believe in the me that believes in you, because you can do whatever you want. But I will see you guys in the next video or stuff. And here's to a great 2026, baby!